There's no hospitals in that Burning Man. There's just
no,
goggles
they have
and
actually
goggle cleaners.
they do have like a full hospital
triage?
at Burning Man. No, I didn't go visit it, but they say they have like a urgent care medical facility there that's really nice, and they fucking need it too. Because like you think I'm a fucking super hippie, man.
Do you think they have like a checkbox like, do you have an injury or are you freaking out, man?
Well, that's
I'm freaking out, man.
But no, that's the Zendo project that MAPS is doing. So one of the cool things that Doblin is doing is they have a thing called Zendo, which is it's called psychedelic harm reduction. And so they create, like in the Porta-Johns at Burning Man, there are these signs that they put up that say, night a little weirder than you expected. Like, come here. And so like you go to this place and it's like, dude, like you got to have this guy on your podcast. His name's Dr. Cole Marta. He's a psychiatrist. He's like one of the people involved in the MDMA for PTSD experiments that they're doing there in the phase 3 of the clinical trials. MAPS is, but so he volunteers at the Zendo. But basically what happens is it's this safe space that Doblin's created where you go there if you're freaking out and you're like, am I gonna get fucking arrested? And they're like, no, man, just sit down and relax. And like, these are trained, this guy, Cole Marta, man, like they're smart, trained clinicians. And if they're not clinicians, they're people who've been through this program who just sit with you and let you freak out without judging you, and like just sit with you and let you relax until you're having an okay time again. And then they let you go back. So instead of like losing your shit and like getting arrested or losing your shit and being around your friends who are like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? You get to be around like really smart, trained people who know how to like, not just like help you relax, but help you use this event to like transform your life. Because a lot of times a bad trip is like a transformative moment for someone if they're around the right people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
MAPS is incredible.
I know, man.
They've done so much cool shit, and Rick Doblin is just such an interesting guy. I've had him on twice. Had a chance to talk to him on the podcast twice. He's such a fascinating dude.
He's a warrior, man. When you look at how much he spent his entire life, like, you know, we sit here and we fucking rail against the system and marijuana and like but Doblin, man, he's like on the front lines. Like this guy is like deeply involved in this.
He's doing it the right way.
Yeah.
He's doing it through the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is cool. It's interesting. Like he was detailing like getting it passed and what was going to be entailed and getting this therapy through, and then what would be next, and how it's a long-term thing they're doing over many years.
Oh God, he gave a talk at Burning Man that was just like, when you like, he's just detailing the war on drugs and like why it's happened and what it is, and then like his step-by-step plan, and then you realize like this guy is in phase 3 of clinical trials, which never happens, like with a Schedule 1 substance that theoretically could like, the results that they're getting are very good. But if people who have PTSD, if they go to the doctor will be like, well, I'll prescribe Xanax, and maybe they'll give you like cognitive behavior therapy or something. But like the idea that there might be a way to give someone MDMA mixed in with like a specific type of therapy, and that could actually, I don't want to say cure, but
reset their mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
To lift the weight of this horror off of them, or at least to allow it to like, Doblin explained why he thinks it works. I'm not going to try to repeat it, but the idea that this could work for real is just the most incredible thing, man. That guy he should get a Nobel Prize.
I think he did explain it on this podcast, didn't he? Do you remember, Jamie? I don't remember either. I feel like he did, though. I feel like he explained how it works.
It's like apparently it's something to do with short-term, long-term memory. So when you have a traumatic event, it gets stuck in short-term memory. Somehow it's looping there. It's not getting filed away in the right way. God forgive me, everyone listening, Doblin, Cole Marta, whoever I'm ruining this in front of. But it apparently something about revisiting the experience under the influence of MDMA causes it to somehow be refiled in the right part of your brain again, so it's not sticking out in the forefront of your experiences. So it's not like the thing isn't always there like a flashbulb light or something.
Isn't it another thing that's infuriating? I mean, that's almost to me as infuriating as teenagers getting hooked on flat earth videos. It's more infuriating that this has always been there. This has always been there. This has always been there, and they made it illegal, and all these people that suffered could have gotten relief through this a long time ago.
That's right.
A long time ago.
I know, man.
If they just recognized this early on and been super objective about it, look, we clearly have an issue with PTSD in soldiers and policemen and people that have gone through domestic abuse. There's a lot of people with PTSD. This can literally change the course of our nation. But to keep up the fucking DEA's corrupt system, to keep up this nasty business of arresting people for the wrong kind of drugs while they're selling drugs everywhere you look, to keep up that system, they literally stop something that would have helped everybody.
Man, can I just, I mean, I don't work for MAPS. I've never, can I do a plug for them real quick?
Yeah.
So guys, if you actually want to chip in to something super fucking cool, go to the MAPS website. Right now, they are raising money because Doblin has got to manufacture, I can't remember, something like 5 kilograms of MDMA for the phase 3 trial.
Oh,
so you can go to MAPS and actually chip in to
buy ecstasy.
To have it, well, to get ecstasy, to get MDMA to vets who are people with PTSD. And it's a really cool thing if you want to chip in money for it. Super fucking cool. Like, that's like, how often do you get a chance to buy MDMA for people with PTSD?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool, man. Because they have
MAPS is incredible.
They have a supply of old MDMA, and I think it's like they can't use it anymore.
Look at that. They've already raised $148,000.
Yeah, but they need $400,000 for 5 kilograms of MDMA.
Well, let's see what we could do. See if we can get some donations going. Maps.org.
This is my kind of telethon. Come on, guys.
Come on. Duncan's become a super hippie. Have you noticed?